Hello YouTube, it's Jack here from JDRC Network, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of my uncle's Vaterra twin hammers. It's a off-road rock racer with 1.9-inch beadlocks. It has a 2-speed transmission, a full roll cage, and it comes with lipos and double A's, which is kind of neat. So let's get the unboxing going. Okay, so now that we've unboxed this, let's take a look at what comes inside. So this comes with a Dynamite 2000 milliamp 2-cell lipo. It's a mini pack, which is a lot smaller than a standard pack, and that fits in the rear battery tray in there. It can either fit this way or that way, depending on how you decide to run it. So there's a battery. Comes with this really nice hex wrench. Yeah. It comes with turnbuckle wrench here, and it also, there's a turnbuckle there, and it also works on the screws or the nuts, so you can tighten things down easily. Comes with 4 Allen wrenches. Comes with a bind plug for your radio, which is a Spectrum DX3E. It's a really nice radio. It has excellent range. It has a whole bunch of adjustability up there. And it's a 3-channel, so it has this little button in the back here. It also, since it comes with a lipo, has a lipo charger, also made by Dynamite. And it's basically a balanced charger, which means it may take about 3 hours to charge a lipo fully if it's a 5000, but this is a 2000, so it's probably going to take only 45 minutes to an hour. And they also include 4 Sony double A's for the radio, a little spline tooth for the servo, in case you want to get a different size servo. And it comes with a really nice manual right here. It's a full color manual. It has pictures of the car on it, and it has it in a few different languages. Tells you what comes with it here. Shows you how to set everything up, charge stuff, put the battery in. You know, basic stuff that a manual has. And we bought a front diff locker for this because since this is somewhat of a crawler that can also achieve high speeds, you want to lock the front diffs in order so it doesn't do this. Because when you're crawling, you want a solid front axle. But since this is independent, you need a diff locker for that. The rear axle already comes locked, so we don't need a rear locker for that. And now let's get on to the truck itself. It's a 1/10 scale, 1.9-inch rock racer, which means that it's able to go pretty fast and crawl on the rocks at the same time. It's really well built. It comes with all aluminum shocks front and rear, just to show you right there, the shocks. They're very smooth, and they have excellent suspension travel. As you can see here, it has a ton of articulation, and this goes up even further. A guy on YouTube said that you need to take the preload out of the front because it is too stiff, and as you can see, there's no droop right there, which means it is too stiff. But the rear is fine because of the amount of droop it has when you set it down. It has a perfect amount of droop, and you don't need to really mess with the back shocks unless you install a larger battery, which we are going to be doing because my uncle bought a larger battery tray mod to fit in the back of here. It's that way it can support a full-size battery, because right now it only supports this size of battery, maybe a little bit wider, but pretty much the same as this. And yeah, so let's look at some of the features on this. Like I showed you before, it has aluminum standard bore size shocks front and rear. The front are Rebo style cantilever shocks, so they're laid down right in there, and they have a little cantilever that moves them up and down like that. The tires themselves, they're very sticky and soft, so the tires themselves are good, but the foams inside are too stiff, So you're going to want to star those out somewhat. Not too much if you're going to do a lot of high-speed running, but a little bit so you can do a mixture of both. If you're going to do specifically crawling for this, two things. One, you probably should have just bought a crawler for the price that this is, because it's $400. And if you're going to just do crawling, star them out a lot because they are way too stiff. As you can see, I'm putting a lot of pressure, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on these, and they just don't want to squish very much. It's good for high-speed running, but not low-speed like crawling. So it also comes with a, it doesn't come with a center diff, but it does have a 2-speed transmission in it, which is controlled with this right here on the back of the radio. So that's a really nice feature. That way you can do high-speed and low-speed crawling, or high-speed running and low-speed crawling. It has all adjustable turnbuckles in the front, which is 3 because the shock counts as one of them. It doesn't have much adjustability in the rear. Just 2 mounting positions up here and none at the bottom. But as you can see from the bottom, it is really smooth. That way it can glide over rocks because it has smooth A-arms here. The bumper just goes right into the chassis, which is all countersunk hardware. It's smooth, and the links here, they're smooth on the bottom, but also sliding over rocks. And they're the springs are attached halfway, so it's not like a standard crawler where you'd get the shocks attached right on the axle and have them move up. It's a lot different. It attaches right here, so you can't really use interchangeable links with any other manufacturer that doesn't make stuff for this. Like, you have to buy specific Vaterra stuff. Another guy on YouTube mentioned that the body, the only way to take it off is to remove 12 screws of 3 different size heads, and that's kind of a pain in the ass because when you want to ever adjust something in it, you have to remove 12 screws to take it off. But since it is held in by screws and not body clips, it makes the roll cage really sturdy. Like, you could roll this thing and there'd be no problem. So a thing I recommend before running this is take out the preload in the front. They said on a forum to check your servo, so you need to take off the roll cage. You need to check your shifting servo endpoints, which you can adjust right there. That way you don't burn out the servo. And if you're going to do crawling, start out the foams. And for anything, just to lower your center of gravity, I'd recommend removing this rear tire here because it adds a lot of weight really up high, and that's really not good for crawling or bashing or doing anything that requires it to move. So, thank you guys for watching the unboxing of the Vaterra Twin Hammers. And if you guys have any questions or comments, post it in the comment section below. Press the like button or dislike button depending on whether you liked or disliked the video. And subscribe if you guys haven't. If you want to see more of my videos, visit my channel, which again is like right there. So, see you guys later.